Kokomi? Oh no! Tonight's the victory feast! Not to mention
Avoid disaster. The war's over. Did you see?
Yep, you've been out for 8.
I haven't slept that big. Thank you. Well, we better get ourselves.
Woohoo! None of this will go to waste.
It looks like everything's in place for the feast. But
Oh, how is...
don't worry, I've got plenty.
That's great!
Welcome, everyone! Today is the day that we recently, our war with the Shogun's army came to an end, and we finally saw the abolition of the Vision Hunt Decree. None of us can know what the Inazuma of the future will look like. But tomorrow, I meet. Thank you all for your valiant efforts. This feast is held in honor of each and every one of you gathered here today. I hope all of you get to relax and enjoy. Tonight seems to have gone off without a hitch. I'm so glad it's all going smoothly. People tend to be more open when they're in a good mood. Could I ask you to go around and see what... I still have no further leads, and I'm concerned that...
Okay, sure.
So much fighting.
Watatsumi Island is finally at peace. Recently, let me think. Well, the biggest thing for us is that during the hostilities, the open sea was full of warships. We just had to make do with what little fish and shrimp we could get our hands on. When the catch wasn't good, we'd go to bed ravenous and be tossing and turning all night long, trying to keep it together until the morning. At least things are finally improving now. I hear you're captain of...
Oh,
come on.
okay.
Hey there. Care for some? Are you referring to the... It's funny you should say that he's been acting straight. It's a miracle the fighting... Sorry, I'm a...
Sounds promising. Let's... Race you!
Huh? Wait, you actually came back?
Nuh-uh.
Do you remember what the most You got that right? So I'm gonna put you to... I'll answer your question.
What do you think?
What's... You're a strong fighter. You really do have a warrior's will. Then maybe, Captain. We made it up. The story about the 10...
What? Poor Kokomi. What the heck were you thinking? This could...
Yes, that's peace talks. What's to stop the Tenryo Commission from stabbing us in the back? And what's to... We are the Resistance. Everything hinges on our warrior's will. We can't trust the Tenryo Commission or the Raiden Shogun. Surely you agree?
His point does kinda make sense. Yeah. Are you seriously willing to make up a wild rumor?
Don't take that tone with me, acting like you're... For the sake of victory, we embody the warrior's will. You'd have me just put down my weapon and... Every time I see them there in my mind's eye... I guess you're not one of us. Well, whatever.
Too late? Darn. What are we gonna do? So, the whole thing about they wanted the peace...
I see. I'm fine. Don't worry. This is my fault. If only I think I understand what goes. The talks don't begin until tomorrow. But both sides have already sent their guards to... I highly suspect that one of Kozen's pro-war co-conspirators will have infiltrated...
Well, that's no good.
That won't work. Firstly, the act of bringing a new team of... It would almost certainly push the pro-war faction into taking action. They would attack the Tenryo... Not to mention that we have no idea how many of Watatsumi Island's soldiers are involved in...
Sounds like a really...
Don't let it worry you. These soldiers crossed the line, but the blame is not theirs alone. Let's meet here again tomorrow. Well, here. These are some directives I wrote last night. I took the liberty of writing them.
Whoa. Let's see. Fierce dispute, violent escalation, armed revolt, coordinated attack, seize hostages. Wow. There are so many. But you've...
Glad to hear it. These peace talks are, but any amount of dissatisfaction within our ranks, as the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, this responsibility is excellent. It's been a while, Kujo-Sara. I believe the last time we met was on the battlefield.
Yes, where you dealt my forces quite the devastating blow. But before we go any further, what are you doing here?
That's right. He's here to bear witness to the proceedings. He experienced the war between us firsthand, and has made an enormous contribution towards securing the peace we have today. I couldn't think of a more suitable candidate.
Seems reasonable. Then let's get straight in. The first item is the maritime administration issue. During wartime, we restricted fishing rights for Watatsumi vessels in Narukami. We intend to remove these restrictions. But going forward, any of your vessels that fish in our waters will have to pay taxes in accordance with Narukami legislation in order to bring their catch back to Watatsumi.
That's fine, but if they're paying taxes, they should also be entitled to protection from the Tenryou Commission while in your waters. Any losses they sustain due to issues of public security will need to be compensated by the Tenryou Commission.
Accepted. Let's add that to the peace treaty. I can assure you that your vessels will be quite safe in our hands.
Negotiations seem to be going.
The next item has to do with the movement of people and military authority. In the past, our people have been subjected to lengthy interrogations on arrival in Watatsumi, and the same has been true for your people on arrival to Narukami. Economic cooperation between our islands has suffered greatly as a consequence. Few merchants are now willing to engage in inter-island commerce. Since the war is now over, I propose that we have the Yashiro Commission appoint a business council to oversee trade between our two islands.
The problem there is that trade is a reciprocal affair. We'll need to involve merchants from both sides in this process if it is to succeed. We cannot give the Yashiro Commission full authority.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Watatsumi Island facing severe shortages of many essential goods at the moment? Having the Yashiro Commission organize everything centrally would work in your favor.
True, we're experiencing some shortages, but we will recover in due course. Between the diverse range of goods we can produce ourselves and our strong trade links with other areas, we are capable of sourcing everything we need. Not to mention that your proposal would require separate talks with the Kamisato clan. If they've yet to sanction it, I believe you are going beyond the remit of the Tenryou Commission's authority.
Let's leave that aside for now, then. On to the military question. Watatsumi Island's forces will need to come back under the jurisdiction of the Tenryou Commission.
That just isn't feasible. Not in the short term, at least.
With all due respect, feasibility doesn't come into it. The Tenryou Commission alone has ultimate responsibility for Inazuma's national security. We cannot allow Watatsumi Island to be the sole exception to this rule indefinitely.
You Kujo scum! Colluding with the Fatui isn't low enough for you already. You just want to take everything away from us. Comrades, never trust the Kujo! Let's get them!
Protect Madame Kujo!
Number 16. No, wait. 67? Or is it 73? Which one is it? Kokomi, which scenario?
The last one, but hold off for the moment. Stand down, Tadakatsu! Situation, rest assured. I am fully aware of Madame Kujo. This is rather serious.
Excuse me for a moment. Nobody makes another move. You two, here, now! Speak! Collusion with the Fatui? Is this true?
I wouldn't exactly call it collusion.
We were approached by a few Fatui. They mentioned a potential. At the time, I felt like we could give it a...
But we were extremely careful. We didn't agree to anything. We just said they could maybe start by heading to what... With respect, ma'am, there was no collusion.
That's enough. When we return, there will... Might I remind you that this is the Fatui? Have you completely forgotten what they did to us? You should be having no interaction with them whatsoever. So...
The Fatui's main forces have already left Inazuma. The few who approached us seemed like they wanted to settle us.
Oh, her subordinates. So they're out for revenge. They want to keep Inazuma in a state of turmoil. One day, I will hunt them down. Every last one. We bear responsibility for this issue. My sincere apologies. I have my own negligence to blame for this state of affairs. Please, grant us another chance to continue the peace talks.
But for the time being, however, there is evidently some discord within the Tenryou Commission's ranks.
It seems that I must act. I will lay this issue aside for now. But we shall... As for the trade issues we raised, I will discuss options...
Seems like Kujo Sara's on the defense.
I never knew the grand strategist of Watatsumi Island was a... I hope that when we meet again, we can continue. I think we can leave things there for today.
I should inform you that we took out a Fatui camp recently. I suspect that before long, I recommend you say and do nothing on the matter for the time being, lest you tip them.
I will bear this in mind. Thank you. I shall take my leave now. Until...
Your Excellency, we...
Let's discuss it after we get back.
Scry the sky.
Your Excellency!
I have already been informed on you believe the Tenryou Commission to be untrustworthy. Fortunately, the end result exposed and thwarted a secret Tenryou Commission.
But Your Excellency, so many comrades have... I want to keep fighting. I want ultimate...
I understand your sentiments, but you cannot simply impose your will and expect others. During the war, there were highs and there were lows. And in the end, there was a glory that you saw nothing of the countless... Watatsumi Island's people yearn for peace because they have long since... I understand, I do. It was largely an oversight on my part. I taught you...
It's not your fault, Your Excellency. Either way, we are ready to accept sentence...
Very well. Then I hereby declare... that as of today, I am founding a new secret corps of the army. This division will be responsible for keeping you and your comrades will all be welcome to join. But be warned.
Your Excellency...
I have concluded from today's peace talks that the Kujo clan cannot achieve absolute peace. It is right that Watatsumi Island moves towards peace, but we must still retain a defensive capacity. I don't want to hear from any of you again until all of you... All right, dismissed. Go and report to General Goro, and if there is, there will be no more lenient...
Yes, ma'am. From now on, thank you for this opportunity, Your
I can feel my energy levels Thank you for everything. With your help, recovering. Today was a reminder that I don't cope well, and I think I might get Goro to handle the negotiations next time. Do you think so? To be in the past, I was concerned only with, but I realize now that wasn't going. I have a long. In short, I've still got some maturing to do.